You know, I find that it's interesting. Every now and then, you'll reach out to someone, you don't know why you're doing it. You know, your day's busy and all of a sudden this one patient comes in and something inside you just says, hey, you better help them. My first impression of primary health care was that they knew quite a bit about, or they knew a little about everything. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. Well, as it turns out, they know a lot about everything. I mean, that's what it really turns out to be. Working in the underprivileged, you get a lot of experience. You get a lot of experience fast. I'm in the military reserves, and when I got deployed, I ran into some PAs during deployments who were specialties, and it was amazing that that's when I really realized how much I did know. When you're working it all day, you don't really realize how much you do, but when you go into an area or an arena where there's other folks and they're asking you, how do you do this and how do you do that, on a simple primary care level, you kind of realize how much knowledge you do have. Especially, I mean, we're dealing with a homeless population, and you know, a lot of these folks, they don't have a lot of interaction with people. Most of them are ostracized. I mean, we've all run into them on the street, and you know, even we shy away from them. But they are ostracized a lot, and so that really made a difference in terms of how I practice with them. Try to be more kind and you know, do a little hands-on. Most of them have never been touched in years, so just listening to their lungs or putting your arm on their shoulder or something like that goes a long ways, at least in this setting too, and build some trust in terms of the patients and the provider. The opportunity just came. And actually, once my loan repayment site was finished, I went up to the director and CEO and says, you know, I'm finished. And he says, well, where are you going? I said, I don't know. And he said, well, we don't have anybody to replace you, so you want to stay? And at that point, then, I mean, just kind of gradually fell into place, and you just kind of realize that, you know, and it's been a good organization. I mean, Charles Drew has treated me very well. As I explained before, they helped. You know, I got deployed with the military for probably a total of 4.5 years away from this site, and you know, Charles Drew never held it against me. They worked with me and were very supportive and filled in, and always had a job when I came back. You know, just the interactions with the folks. I mean, most of the people, sometimes it's overwhelming. Like if I go out there, they'll always gravitate, you know, and they'll come up and talk to me and want things. I mean, in one sense, it's kind of overwhelming, but on the other hand, you really realize that you are important and you kind of are doing a good service to folks. And I like that part.